Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of SCNS Live. That's this show that you're watching right now is SCNS Live. We call it SCNS Live, and it's live, and it's now, and it's a show. Do we have the audio on, Jason?
Yes, we have the audio on.
Good evening, I am Cass. I am Cass, but I am here with a couple other people just to help out, you know, just for fun. To my right.
Hi, I'm Cora. I am the resident CEO.
I can't read that.
I know. As soon as
I actually switched to her camera when I saw her doing that.
I'm the resident CEO of Capways. That is my position here.
Sexy. And over here, making sure the audio is on.
And he left all of his pictures up, by the way. So,
hey.
you know, because I am smart.
My dude.
He's beauty and he's
my
grace.
Dude.
He might punch you in the face.
I know that you had a quick thing that you wanted to mention, Jason.
Did I have a quick thing I wanted to mention?
Uh-huh.
What was that? What was that?
Something that I think with
there's like a Sunday. No, moon night. That's right.
I was looking for my group shot. There we go.
I like that.
Thank you.
Wow, I'm all washed out. Yes, long awaited, has made its premiere on Disney Plus, and I love it. As a person that loved Moon Knight, and Moon Knight it was like a stop-start thing in the Marvel comics. I love this show. I love the Oscar Isaac. I love you, man. I love you, man.
I've not watched it. I haven't watched anything
let me tell you all about
since the first Don't You Dare. It's been less than 48 hours. I'm allowed a certain amount of time without spoilers, okay? You spoiled that Horizon Zero Dawn, or that Horizon Forbidden West thing for me, so I don't want to hear it.
That was in the commercials. I thought you had seen that.
I purposefully didn't watch commercials.
Well...
Just like Moon Knight, actually. I haven't watched any except for the first one.
Anyway, thoroughly love this series. Cannot wait. I hate that other people, like, I guess, higher in the food chain of entertainment broadcasting, have seen, like, the first 4 episodes. I hate you all. I hope you stub your toe. The little one.
Is it coming out episode by episode?
Yes, it is. Not. Can't binge it. Yeah, Disney and Marvel shows on Disney Plus. I wake up, well, I've been waking up at 5 a.m. anyway, and that's when I watch the show, at 5 o'clock in the morning.
I do too, but it's on the other end of my day.
On 5 p.m.?
No, 5 a.m. still, but I'm going to bed
instead
of getting up.
Well, it's nice. Anyway, but regardless, true to the character, I absolutely love it. Please don't sleep on this one, y'all. Welcome to the MCU. Also, the Avengers theme park thing they have, they've debuted the character there too. Which... I really want to cosplay Moon Knight.
Oh my god, you'd be so good.
It's you know, Oscar Isaac is portraying the character. Also, he, no spoiler, but everything that Moon Knight is in the comic, as far as like not all right up here,
you gotta.
He crazy. I love it.
I mean, he needs to be. That's literally the only thing
I
can
downplay it. Nope. It is great.
I cannot wait. Speaking of things that you cannot sleep on, please watch Our Flag Means Death on HBO Max.
You've been talking a lot about this one.
It is so queer. It is so gay. It is so amazing. It's so much. I'm absolutely obsessed. I haven't felt this way about a TV show in a very long time. Taika Waititi and Rhys Darby are absolute magic. Please watch this show, and please tweet at HBO because we haven't gotten a renewal notice yet, and I need a season 2 for this. Please go watch it.
Let's turn my brightness
down. That's my little pitch.
Why do I saturate my camera so much? I don't know.
How does it feel?
There's
it's like me going to Planet Tan. There we go.
All right, and anyway. After we're done pleading for all of our shows, we're going to kick this off with some super cool nerd news.
All right, so I'm going to talk about the Netflix horror movie that's going to be coming out on April 15th, and I'm not impressed with it. So there is a horror movie that's going to be coming out called Choose or Die. And when I give you the premise, you're going to see kind of why I'm not happy about it. So you have a haunted cartridge text-based computer game. And the choices you make in the game happen in real life. And if you don't make those choices, you die. And that's the premise that we've been given, and that's basically what the trailer goes with.
When is it set?
It didn't really say in the trailer, and I honestly haven't looked too deep into it. But like it's like in probably around the now times. It's like they find this haunted cartridge.
Oh, it's like Jumanji.
Yeah,
the most recent Jumanjis. Yeah.
Yeah. And so this is a premise that works really great for creepypastas, ARGs, and unfiction series. I don't feel works too well for a Hollywood movie. It works really good for like found footage or like stuff like that. Plus, this is a premise that's been done before in that same realm, and better.
Okay, so here's my question, or here's my thing. Like, I feel like it could work if you did like searching and the host and unfriended all do like it's just your screen. Yeah, I feel like it could work with that because it's that kind of found footage thing.
It definitely.
This is just like a regular.
This is like a regular horror movie, and like the scene that like took me out of it and made me go, nope, I'm done. Was she's at like a cafe, like on her laptop, which yes, text-based games do work on laptops. I have one, and the waitress is there like she's in a trance and just holds out a glass cup and drops it and it shatters. And the text on the screen is, "Oops, I dropped the cup. What should I do?" And the options are clean it up or drop more. And the woman, the female lead is like crying as she chooses clean it up. And the waitress just kneels down on the glass and starts eating it. And I'm like, I'm done. I can't. No, this is no.
Like the worst monkey's paw situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, not the worst. Like the worst. Like the most boring.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you have this premise, and there's a lot you can do with it.
Yeah.
So, I wanted to highlight one. It's not like the absolute best, but visually, it's probably one of my favorites, and it's called Chip Time. I think it's still on YouTube. I think. Don't quote me on that. And it is also a text-based horror series.
Okay.
And the whole premise is like this dude has this game. It's called Chip Time, and he's trying to figure out more about it. But in the process of doing so, there's this entity that's in his apartment where he and his wife live, and that's where all of the interesting shit happens. Like, they'll go to bed, and I still don't know how this guy did it, and I need answers on how. But there is a person that's like glitched into it, like a shadowed figure that's like glitched in there that moves around the room while they're sleeping. But it doesn't look like it was photoshopped into it. It looks like it's actually in the room. Yeah. And it's terrifying. And they do a lot of really good stuff with that. Mm-hmm. How it starts and how it ends is very you just kind of rushed those. Like, you had the meat and potatoes and you didn't have the beginning and ending.
It happens with horror.
It does. Happens. And I'm not gonna harp too much on something that's a free series online. Yeah. But it was terrifying. And it held that premise and did it so much better. Yeah. And this is an older series. Like, I think it's at least 5 years old. Which is why I'm like, this feels like a creepypasta, because I can name, like, at least 3 that follow the haunted cartridge story.
I mean, that's half of what's on the No Sleep subreddit. It's just basically stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, you have Ben Drowned, you have Lavender Town. Yeah. And those are, like, the 2 big ones, but then there's, like, a lot that have been coming out recently. Within, like, the past few years.
So Netflix, maybe calm down. Their like, horror movies have been iffy for a while.
Like, again, like, if you had gone, like you had said, with the found footage route, would have done a lot better, because it's always like, I found this footage insert
God.
like my friend has been missing for a long time. We went to her house to figure out where she'd gone. It looks like she hasn't been here in a month. It's about the time how long she's been gone, but we did find her laptop open, or we found the hard drive.
This super spooky text on it.
Yeah, there's something on it.
Yeah.
And there you go. That's how you start it. And then you could honestly just go from there in the vein that you're still going with them trying to find their friend. Not, ooh, I wonder what this will do. I bet it'll get us big bucks online because it's a haunted cartridge. But instead of doing that, we're going to put it in the computer and play it. Like, and if
not impressed.
Yeah, and if you don't make a choice, you die.
I'm wondering, okay, do you think it's bad enough for a bad movie night, though? Or do you think it's boring bad?
I think it's boring bad.
Oh, no!
Like, and that's just me, but again, I have different experience with this genre. I would give it a try, but if you can't hook me in the first 10-15 minutes, I have to turn it off.
Kat and I will sometimes genuinely set a timer. If this hasn't interested me, we did it with the first Purge movie.
Yeah.
If this hasn't interested me in 30 minutes, then we're turning it off, and those were actually really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd give this movie 30 minutes, but that's only
Maybe 15.
maybe 15.
Let's not waste too much of our time.
Yeah, like I like the idea y'all were going for. The game, by the way, in the movie is called Cursor, but the last E is a caret, like a backwards caret. Yeah.
Lame.
No.
Like, I could accept that if everything else was fine, because then they're leaning into the cheese a little.
Yeah.
But nope.
Okay, I have. Speaking of Netflix movies, though,
Yes,
and
yes,
cheesy, Netflix has acquired the rights and is rebooting Spy Kids.
What?
Spy Kids with the original. Robert Rodriguez is coming on to do it in, like, he's writing and directing. It's gonna be a movie. It's gonna be a Spy Kids movie. I cannot wait for this. I was right. It came out in 2001, so I would have been 9 or 10 when it came out. I was absolutely obsessed with this movie when it came out. It terrified me because they talk backwards and they're all thumb people. It's really creepy when you're 9. Okay, when you're 9.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. We have almost no details about this. We have basically Robert Rodriguez, Spy Kids, and that's it. We have no casting. We have nothing else. Netflix was just like, here you go.
Do you need?
Have fun with that.
I
don't care. No, I'm gonna watch this. I watched all three. I think there were 3 Spy Kids movies back to back recently, and I was just like, whoa! It was amazing. I'm so excited.
I think the worst thing about Spy Kids for me was an old friend of mine, not a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
When they were Machete was coming out.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, check out this girl wearing a leather bra top and some chaps. And I'm like, ooh, that girl is... He's like, that's Alexa Vega from Spy Kids. And I was like, no!
See, I had that in a different...
Was it Repo, the Genetic Opera?
It was Repo. So, I didn't watch Spy Kids. I'm just going to say that right now. I didn't watch Spy Kids. I was in an age range where it didn't really interest me. Also, I was way more interested in, like, getting a vampire boyfriend like Lestat. I know I had bad choices.
I mean, that's still today.
It's fine.
Which one's Lestat?
No, I don't want Lestat now. I want Armand.
Which one's
Because I have taste. Lestat is the Brad Pitt.
Okay. That's all you have to say.
The one that danced with a corpse.
Yes.
I didn't actually want him.
Classic.
I didn't actually want him. I did want Armand. He was better. Anyways, no. But I was watching Repo, and I was like, "What?" And I kept sitting there, like, "Why is she
know that
familiar?"
girl?
Yeah, I was like, "Why do I know her?" And then I looked her up, and I was like,
"Oh no!"
I think my face dropped, and I like frantically texted my sister.
Repo is an unfortunate movie.
It's a movie.
It's a movie. Jason, do you have any movie news?
Yes, I do, actually. I was going to go with movie, but... So, recently... Let me get my tag off there. It has been announced that Deadpool 3 is going to happen. It is going to be done by Ryan Reynolds' production company. Disney is letting him have his go with Deadpool 3. We don't know any other information from that, but... Leslie Uggam, who plays Blind Owl in the Deadpool series. I'm trying to get over here and get to my thing here. recently tweeted out some praise for The Atom Project, Ryan Reynolds' Netflix movie that's out. It actually is very good. 5 stars for this wonderful film. Deadpool pal Vanessa Reynolds, his Twitter handle, has done it again, exploring the father-son relationship and as a timeless force. Now, that's all great, except Ryan had to reply to her because everyone loves Leslie, apparently. Thank you, Leslie. See you soon. Cross swords emoji. Ladies and gentlemen, it's happening now. It is happening. I don't expect this movie to be out anytime soon, but if he's tweeting stuff like that, wanting to see his friend on set again, it's time.
Yeah.
We're getting Deadpool 3. Hey, Disney said they were going to do this. I will give them their credit.
I mean, Disney does like money, and they would be a fool to turn down that money.
And everyone keeps talking about R-rated series. They have Hulu. They put Hitmonkey out there. Hitmonkey, actually, and to a lesser extent, MODOK, which was great.
I mean, we also have Daredevil now on Disney
Oh,
Plus.
Lord
so
have
like,
mercy.
Which is a hard PG-13.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk about that one
Borderline.
along with your story, because I, have seen the Daredevil season 1 series for 50 times. But it was on Disney Plus. Into the ring. Here we go again. Must see hallway fight scene.
I was doing my rewatch right before it transitioned, and I need to get back to it because it was off for 2 weeks or something, just kind of in that in-between period, and I need to restart, although I've been busy with all my D&D content, so it happens. Too much D&D content.
Is there such a thing?
It is when you literally don't have the time to watch it all. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
But a little more. It's being Deadpool 3 is being directed by Sean Levy, script written by Rhett Reese, and I hate having these words. Ryan Reynolds is supervising everything. Those words just don't go together.
Yeah, they don't ring true, do they?
They don't, but you know what? I trust him.
I trust him with Deadpool. He has proven at least twice now that he knows what he's doing with Deadpool, and so I'm not mad about it.
Oh, and apparently Morena Baccarin has also commented that she's in the film. She doesn't know how big her role is yet, though. So she kind of casually mentioned it. So
yeah, there were some conversations about because spoiler alert for a 4-year-old movie, he might have saved her. We had some time travel stuff, so maybe we'll see.
We're not spoiling the movie this old, okay? Yes.
Yeah.
So anyway, yes, Deadpool 3 definitely happening. Filming happening soon. I cannot wait. Also, Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness is right around the corner, and
it is.
Ryan Reynolds has said, "I'm not in the movie," and I don't believe him.
That's what Andrew said. So.
I don't believe anything anyone says. Garfield lied. He lied to me.
Exactly. That's what Andrew said over and over, and he was lying.
And watch. Watch it be like his hand is in the movie or something. He's like, see, I wasn't fully in the movie.
No,
I could see him trolling like that. And don't lie, you can too.
None of them. I don't believe any of these people.
Oh no, they are full on lying, and Tom Holland is the only one that feels bad about it. All right, moving on. What you got?
All right. So who here has been excited for Breath of the Wild 2?
Ooh.
I have some bad news. It is being delayed until spring of 2023. They want to give the developers
Moment of silence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But they want to give the developers more time to work on the game. And you know what? I'm totally fine with letting the developers take the time that they need, because that game is very detailed.
Yes.
The Breath of the Wild was very detailed, and they're wanting to add more detail to it. So take y'all's time. I can wait. I can't, but I can. But we do know that there will be some new gameplay and new encounters and mechanics and things like that. They showed a very short clip. I didn't even bother sending it over to Jason to put into the show because it wasn't very long. But it does look like we're going to be going through things with that Zonai magic that we saw in the caves, or what everyone has linked to Zonai magic. I'm just going to call it that because I don't know what else it would be. And we did see something with the broken sword, like you can see in the image.
Don't like that.
Him holding it. Well, he's holding it over a flame. Like in the trailer, or in the small video, it looks like he's holding it over a flame. So maybe there's like a repair system that we can use to repair weapons instead of just letting them break, which would be nice. I would like that, please.
It was my least favorite mechanic of Breath of the Wild.
Legitimately, that's what a lot of people had a problem with. Like,
so mad about it.
It was nice with the Master Sword, that you can just let it charge, but man, it's really hard to get those elemental weapons. The elemental and the Sheikah weapons.
Yeah.
I hate losing my fire sword.
I will say I did not play Breath of the Wild until last year, and so I'm happy that I only have 2 years instead of y'all been waiting over here for several.
Yeah, but you know what? One of the great things with Breath of the Wild is if you're just bored, you can just run around in Breath of the Wild. It's just nice.
Oh God, that
super
game
nice.
is just, my life has just been rolling around on my horse motorcycle and finding those little
the Koroks.
Whatever those things are.
I'm so sorry, kid. I didn't hear that noise. Can you make that noise again? Yeah.
That's not... It's going...
And just anything else I can. Oh my God, I still remember the first time I saw the dragon.
Oh, which one?
I forget which one it was, but I was just like, dragon! Like,
yeah.
I'm freaking out. I
lost my
have
mind.
so much love for that
I
dragon.
panicked because I thought it was going to eat me.
Yeah.
Because everything wanted to kill me. But looking it up later, I was like, oh no, I'm supposed to follow those updrafts and shoot. I don't want to hurt the dragon.
The first one I saw was the ones in the mountain range.
Same.
So it really scared the crap out of me.
Yeah.
See, the first...
What is that? What is that? What is that?
What is that?
The first one I saw was the lightning dragon when I was on the bridge.
Right.
So pretty.
And by the way, it flies near the bridge, and I didn't know that, and I got hit with lightning.
Bummer.
It was funny, though. But, no. It's going to be delayed until spring of next year. My only gripe with that is Aiden Chronicles comes out next year, and how am I going to play both of these?
Oh no! 2 amazing games. Oh man. What a bummer.
I would like to point out you and Mia had the exact same reaction when I said the exact same thing to her earlier.
It's kind of like I haven't touched Elden Ring yet.
Yeah, because you're just Horizon Forbidden West.
I mean, but also I don't want to just every time y'all come over, what do you want?
Yeah.
It's like,
Look,
I died 30 times today.
I would like to come over when you get this game so I can watch you die constantly. Not because I want to laugh at you, but because it's genuinely amusing to me.
Are you going to join my wife? Because that's what she does. She sits right over there and she goes, and her, whenever I die, it's like Nelson from The Simpsons. I hate it so much.
Well, in a real sense, I find it very interesting, the ways people die, because it's like, no, you did everything right, and then the monster decided to be a little bitch and just...
That is exactly how those games go.
I watched a friend, he was fighting something, and he had a dragon arm, and the dragon arm just went, after he dodged everything, just grabbed him, hit him with fire, and then body slammed him into the ground, and then he just watched his health bar go from full to 0.
One time on Dark Souls, I killed this boss who had killed me no less than 40 times. I think I was on that, this is it. If I don't kill him this time, I'm taking him. Kill him, he falls, knocks me off the cliff. And I fall, you have died.
Did it count the win?
No.
Oh, no.
Because I was like, please be dead when I get back up here. Please be dead when I get back up there.
Nope.
Why am I playing Elden Ring?
I have no idea.
Anyway.
I don't know, but I can't wait to watch it. Anyways, what you got for us, Kia?
I have nothing on video games. Do we have some video game news over here?
I do have some video game news, and our friends over at PlayStation are making a play for Xbox's subscription service. PlayStation Plus has recently announced a new tier system for their PlayStation Plus program. It's supposed to be debuting in July, and man, I gotta get to my notes here. But basically, they're announcing 3 tiers. The first one will have about 4. Hold on, I completely screwed up my notes here. Okay, so Currently, we're paying about $10.81. That gives us PlayStation Live and 2 games a month. And, download those. This is all happening in June is when everything's going to change over. So, currently, here's a listing. 2 monthly downloadable games, discounts, cloud storage for save games, and online multiplayer access. That's what we get currently. With PlayStation Plus Extra, it's all going up to about $14.99 a month, which is about what we're paying for Xbox Game Pass. This is going to add a catalog of over 400 games from PS4 and PS5. And games in the Extra tier are going to be downloadable for play. In the Plus Premium, $18 a month, you get 340 additional games along with that, which I'm like, 700 games to play? I'm about to give you $18. Of course, cloud streaming access for PS2, PSP games. Look at Cora's face. Love it. Right there. Hold on a second. Let me switch cameras real quick. Because look at Cora's eyes right now when I said PS2 and PSP games offered in the Extra and Premium tiers. So, back to me here. But, yeah. I am about to give PlayStation all my money. You just said PS2 games. I need to see this list immediately. Look at everybody is stressing now about how we going to pay $18 a month. Because at first I was like, I'm not giving y'all extra money. I might do the one where I can get over 400 games. Cool. And then, I'm sorry, what? 2? PSP? My last deployment in the Navy, I lived by my PSP.
We are about to play all the God of Wars. Thank you.
Look,
the
first game I bought when I bought a PlayStation 2 was a little-known game by Bandai called The Bouncer. They have never re-released The Bouncer. But, ooh, boy. All the Metal Gear games.
My favorite Assassin's Creed came out PS3.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Black Flag.
Original PlayStation as well.
Oh, so we're
I'm sorry. How could I forget that?
Are you serious?
Original PlayStation, PS2, PSP, and PS4 games will be offered in the Extra and Premium tiers.
like, I'm not okay. So I'm not gonna lie. As great as that sounds, I want a game list because I don't want to pay $18 a month and I can't play some of the games I want to play.
Well, we're only a couple of months away from the release, but I expect them to make an announcement. But, oh boy, we're talking about almost 800 games. And then we're opening
Xbox Game Pass, it's been fun. I hate it. It's not you, it's me. We're done here.
It's not you, it's me, but it's actually you.
But it's you.
But dude, PlayStation games.
Because my brain is going through all of the JRPGs that I missed out on that I could potentially play.
There only needs to be one mention of Suikoden in that list, and she's done.
Well, to be fair, I do own most of them in English. I still don't have number 2, but I'm too poor to afford that.
So,
but no, it's even just things like any of the Mana series, like the original Mana series. Sayuki, like I was telling you about at the show.
That's most of my favorite Final Fantasies.
Legend of Dragoon, Final Fantasy.
I think I didn't buy my first PlayStation until 1997.
Dragon Quest.
Oh, jeez. So, yeah. PlayStation, you found a way to get $18 out of me.
We're gone. We're done.
You know
Buy
what?
Xbox.
You know what? I'm about to do, honestly, when this comes out, I'm probably just going to do the year pass.
Yeah.
Depending, I'm with Cora.
We'll see that. Yeah, but we'll see that soon.
Yeah.
But if at any point I get into the games list, I'm just drooling over what I see. Yeah.
Also, Kingdom Hearts in its original form,
Which I've never played.
Ooh.
Exactly.
I have the I have the remasters, which by the way didn't fix any of the controls in the first game at all. It is still terrible to play. I love Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, we're gonna have more conversations
Yeah,
about this down the
God.
road. I think we need to move on.
Are you sure?
Do you have anime,
Yes.
television,
I
anything like
do
that?
have some anime, actually.
And I have some television.
And I have some television.
Hey.
Good.
All right, so there is another anime anniversary this year, as always, of a big classic. Not as popular in America, like was popular, but I don't see a lot of people talk about it. Somehow very popular in South America. Still don't know how that works. Not going to question that. Saint Seiya.
I've heard of that one.
Yes, Saint Seiya, the Knights of the Zodiac, which if you have not checked it out, I highly recommend it. I do believe the original series is streaming somewhere. Good shit. It turns 35 this year. That was an uncomfortable number for me to see, by the way. We got a new visual for like the celebration they're doing at Anime Japan, which is the picture shown here. It's gorgeous. It's got all of the gold cloth, which is the Western zodiac signs: Gemini, Sagittarius, blah blah blah. There's also some videos that they've been streaming on their YouTube channel for the Golden Saints. However, like it's interesting because I can't find them, but I also I can't find them in the specific order or like the specific ones I'm trying to find, but I can find some, and they're basically just compilation videos introducing these characters, showing off their first introduction in the series. And so far we have Mu. By the way, I'm sorry if I pronounce the names wrong. It's M-U, so it's Mu. So don't come at me. Aldebaran, Aphrodite, and Shaka. That's what we have so far. I don't remember whose class they are. Please don't hate me. I'm sorry. I'm bad at this. But the original series premiered October 11th, 1986. That was the series. The manga came first, so the manga's older. I don't know by how much older, because I don't want to look up that number. But, yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm excited to see what they do. I know for the 30th anniversary, they came out with like a special art book, and they had some special figures that came out, and I'm very upset I didn't learn about that when it happened, because I missed out on those, and that price. But I'm excited to see what other stuff we're going to be getting along with this.
Absolutely.
We'll keep you guys abreast of that, because I will see it and probably scream. I actually meant to bring, like, I have, like, this huge setup for Knights of the Zodiac. I was going to bring it, and I totally forgot.
Oh my god, you are not going to tear down your setup and bring all
I could just carry it, man. It's pegs. They stand there. It's only, like, this wide. I could just carry it. It's fine.
I would not trust...
No, I would not trust you. This has been too windy. But, yeah.
All right.
That's all I got.
Just like every teacher in Florida right now, we're going to talk about censorship. So recently, some eagle-eyed fans noticed that the Falcon and the Winter Soldier looked a little bit different than it had in the past. There were a couple of scenes, two in particular. One is Bucky throws what looks like kind of like a rebar rod at somebody, and it pierces them through the shoulder, and in the new edit it doesn't. It kind of goes past them, and then one straight up, somebody is clearly dead with their eyes open, kind of not seeing anything, and then they closed the eyes and took away some of the blood. This is really, really strange to me. Basically what happened was there was they had to fix something in the credits just for accuracy, and they accidentally uploaded a different version that was supposed to be released like a little bit wider to the world because of some of the censorship in other countries.
Yeah.
What bothers me is the idea that Disney can and will upload different versions of their shows on a whim for any reason without telling us. That, I hate that. And this has already happened several times. When Gravity Falls moved to Netflix, they removed a symbol from Grunkle Stan's hat for no reason. As far as anyone can tell, it's not an offensive symbol. It's not a religious symbol. As far as nobody could figure out what it was.
Like, what symbol does he even have on his hat?
It's not the symbol in season 1. I think it's the symbol in season 2. But this has happened, and Disney is doing it more and more. This was fairly innocuous. A fairly innocuous edit. I am I'm concerned about the fact that they're doing this without telling anybody, though.
Yeah. Also, by the way, it's a fish.
It's like a fish with a like a ball, like eating a ball.
Fish eating a ball.
And this was a really strange thing to do, especially after the release of Daredevil. And
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Daredevil
Is super violent.
There is a lot of
Daredevil is a lot more violent than Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Like, I was watching it, and like the one scene where he's fighting the hand ninja.
Yeah.
That got seriously bloody and gross. Like, he got hooked with a chain and sickle. And there was no shortage of blood. They set a dude on fire. And I was like, it was kind of like there was a point I was like, I'm kind of surprised this is on Disney Plus.
My mom watched that series, and I didn't know that she was watching it. She liked it, but in episode 3, I think somebody rears back and puts a spike through their face.
And that was...
Yeah.
And I
don't want them editing Daredevil either.
I did notice recently on the app, though, right when Daredevil came out, I was given the option of pointing ratings to each profile on my app as well. Because I do have kids that,
That's good. That's good.
They do watch Disney programs and everything, so I kind of gave them the lower rating,
So here's my question for you.
Okay.
Would you want your kids to watch a PG version of Daredevil that's been edited, like the blood and the curse and all that has been edited out of it?
My kids, no. Because they understand this is a world. They're watching a fabrication of a world.
Yeah.
Okay. We don't really do things that we see in Daredevil.
But also, isn't the violence really important to the story?
Yes, absolutely. Daredevil is, based from his dad, who's a boxer, who boxing is a violent sport. Daredevil is that down and dirty hero who has his fists.
Yeah.
You hit somebody. I think it's good to show the blood for another reason, though. That they're always like, kids are going to learn the violence. No, they need to learn when you hit somebody, it's going to hurt them. Mm-hmm. It's going to have repercussions. They're going to bleed. Things are going to break. How many times in TV shows growing up would you see somebody get punched and they just kind of fall? And there's no marking or anything. We don't see the grittiness of, when you really punch somebody and, things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your face isn't meant to have that thing happen to it.
Knuckles are not, and granted, I punched a couple people and you learn that, hey,
it hurts.
This has consequences.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with the violence at that level. And
also, if you don't want your kids watching it, make sure their profile is appropriately aged so they don't accidentally find it.
Yeah.
That's where you as the parent become responsible.
Yeah, I even tested. I was like, I went to Liz and she was on her tablet. I was like, she was on Disney Plus. I was like, go over there. Couldn't get it. It has to ask me.
Cool.
You want your kids watching this? Not that one.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Very specifically. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's interesting. That's a different kind of parental control. That's more specific. I like that.
Yeah, because if there is, say, something that falls under the parental controls that you don't really care if they see, you can be like, this one's fine.
Yeah, and granted, I don't want them watching, Jessica Jones and Luke Cage going at it. And literally at full strength.
Yeah. We did have something, when I was a kid, I grew up in a fairly conservative household. We had something that would mute and then put subtitles. And my favorite one was Winnie the Pooh crawled out of the brush and he brushed the prickles from his nose. It muted that and said brush the jerks from his nose, which is my favorite. And that's one of my favorite phrases of, you just brush the jerks from your nose. Just brush them off. And so those I very much would like to see implemented more because those are hilarious. But please don't censor my content. Violence is important. Swearing is important. Sex is important. It's important to know these things at some point to portray the story.
Yeah. And also, this was never made with kids in mind, so don't censor it to be made for kids suddenly.
Exactly. All right, more television. Jason?
Okay, let's talk about something that I'm very happy with, and that is Halo on Paramount+.
Whoop whoop.
Okay, how good did this show do? First of all, without the first season even coming out, let me get my Halo image here. This show was renewed for season 2.
Awesome.
Ooh.
So to give you an idea, mind you, this is just off of reactions that they've been getting just from people that they had had gotten to preview the product. Well, Halo is the highest viewed first day show on Paramount Plus right now. Think about this for a second. It beat out Star Trek shows, Picard, Discovery.
Yeah.
It beat out Star Trek shows. I don't think Paramount Plus has really had a really big enough show on there besides Star Trek. Twilight Zone, huge fan of the show. I don't think it has a big following. Boy, they came out for Halo. But also, just to get that little worm on a hook for you, they have released episode 1 on their YouTube channel. So you can go watch it for free right now. But why would you do that? Get Paramount Plus so you can watch this show. Now, a lot of people are having... It's gotten mixed to positive reviews. Mainly, it's due to people... They don't want to see Master Chief personalized because throughout Halo Combat Evolved, first game we played, Master Chief didn't talk a lot. We relied on radio, we relied on Cortana talking to us. It gives you that immersion of the character. We never see his face. Could be me behind the helmet. It's not, though. However, I love this series. As a fan of, I've actually read a lot of the Halo books that go more into John's backstory and his history. He's really a tragic character, and we're going to finally get to see that on screen. I am stoked. There is a lot of... They say the pacing is off. I disagree. We established this character very quickly. This is just what I wanted. We got Covenant. We got Master Chief. Bang, bang, bang. Things happen. And we've already introduced, like, Master Chief kind of... The thing about Master Chief, he's never been... And if you look at the games, he's never been that follow every order Spartan. He's always remembered his human side, which is exactly what we're throwing right into. And I'm loving it. Bring it on. Oh, we saw his face. He has a face. In the books, they described exactly what Master Chief looked like. You can't stay in that armor 24/7, okay? It's not Boba Fett. It's not the Mandalorian. He is a man who... I mean, he's a Spartan. He's a 6'10" super soldier, 7 foot in Mjolnir armor, but he's still a human being. And that's my favorite part of John. He's not just a blind soldier. That's why he leads so well. So I'm all for this. Bring it on. Busted the records on Paramount Plus just like I thought it would. Put this in my veins. Start working on season 2 right now. And I'm saying that with 1 episode in.
We're going to do quick plug.
Okay.
Because we are going to be starting a show called Expert in Newbie, where we... I don't want to say pit against. That's not... where
I'm going to answer some questions.
We're gonna talk about this show. For this in particular, Jason is going to be the expert. I'm going to be the newbie because I know absolutely nothing about Halo. I will say I watched the first episode, absolutely loved it. We will get more into that when we premiere our show, which is coming pretty soon. But yeah, no, it was really good.
Yes.
It was really good.
Yeah, I couldn't be happier. I just had this, because I actually forgot that it came out, so I watched it right after we went off the air last week. Mm-hmm. And then I think I had to go watch it again on my big TV, because I think I just watched it like on my computer, like, yeah. Which was fine. Nah, I need to go watch it. So, the Halo series to me is, I mean, this thing could have gone south so many ways. They almost had Yui Boll was talking about directing a Halo movie, which I would have had to harm Yui Boll if he had ever touched Halo. Anything to stop him from making that movie. But yeah, it's on Paramount Plus right now. Episode 2 is out. Go check it out. What?
Or watch it on, like, if you're still not sure, go watch it on YouTube. Like, this is why they do it, is to lure you in. They did the same thing with Twilight Zone, and the first episode of Twilight Zone was dope, and I love that show. So go check it out and see what you think. And if you like it, then subscribe. I'm really excited about it.
Yes.
All right. We are moving on.
I do not have anything else.
All right, Jason? Do you have anything else? Do you have any other good stories? That good story meat?
I thought I had another.
That sweet story meat?
I got through all mine.
All right.
I forgot there was only 3 of us tonight, so...
I have one more. Just something kind of interesting that I saw. So we had the season 3 of the Umbrella Academy announced fairly soon after season 2 came out, and I believe it was last year. Elliot Page came out as transgender. Goes by he, him pronouns now, and we got our first picture of him in season 3 of the Umbrella Academy as formerly Vanya, now Victor Hargreaves. This is one of the... I'm really excited. I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for him. He seems so happy. He looks absolutely great. One of the things that I think is really interesting about this show in general is the question of, are we going to do a transition story? And this is the kind of show where things change with characters. In the pilot, there was a 50-year-old man that was in a 13-year-old's body. And so I think maybe a transition story isn't necessary, and I wanted to kind of get y'all's opinions. What do you think?
I'll admit I haven't watched Umbrella Academy.
Yeah.
So I don't know the universe very well. So if they, I would be really chill with a transition story. I think it would be very good, especially because we would definitely have a trans actor actually doing the transition story, Hollywood. And he is currently still going through the process of transition, so it makes it even more impactful for the actor himself.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't fit the universe, then I wouldn't be upset if they didn't have it.
I think it would be kind of interesting. There have been a lot of trans narratives about heartbreak and rejection from assholes.
Yeah.
And I think it would be kind of interesting in this, especially in this particular universe, for us to spend half a scene where he goes, "Hey everybody, I'm a dude now," and everyone's like, "Okay,
yeah,
moving on."
Yeah, however they do it, they should and probably will do it in a positive light. I mean, I don't know anything about Umbrella Academy other than the fact that there is a dude that wears fishnets and boas. And if you're gonna be happy and chill with that... Oh, and heels. I think he was wearing heels, too.
Yeah. He wears pretty much anything.
Yeah.
That's what I like about him.
Yeah. If they're just gonna be chill with that, then why not?
I love it. It is such a queer, positive show. And it is traumatic. There are a lot of very dark things, but but queer things aren't represented as traumatic. They're just like, oh, and here's that.
Yeah. Please don't make the queer things traumatic all the time. You can have... Hey, Hollywood.
Hey.
Did you know that you can have a queer story of any kind and it not be filled with trauma? Did you know that? Or rather, if you want to put trauma in there, the queer thing isn't the cause of the trauma? Mm-hmm. Did you know you can have that?
You know who does know that is Our Flag Means Death cast. Jason, what do you think?
I fell out of Umbrella Academy, but I did. But I kind of want to get back into it. So before the new season comes out, they absolutely should tell the story. I would like them to normalize things like this. Mm-hmm. So I'm fine with it. You know, I still don't know. I feel weird about Elliot Page, though. That's all.
You feel weird about him?
Yeah.
He's attracted to him.
Yeah.
He still thinks he's cute.
He's pretty hot.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
There's something there, and I'm like, I still look at Elliot Page and go, and I'm like, really? Yeah.
It means you got taste.
I mean, cheekbones, you know. Yeah.
Fishnet Dude does have queer trauma. You are right.
Oh.
It is trauma. He is queer. It's hard to tell sometimes. It's war, but also he is queer. It's interesting.
I'm also just very happy with how the show in general has treated Elliot through this time.
Absolutely.
The show kept going. It just seems like they had what my reaction would be to things like that. Fine, we're gonna do this still.
Yeah.
We're just gonna make this work.
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, Elliot was already down to continue working on Umbrella Academy regardless of how they went with it.
Yeah.
Because
I also just feel as though there wasn't a lot of discussion all right, how do we work this into the storyline?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Let's not worry about the situation itself, but how do we work with this?
I'm so excited. And, so Sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm just going to keep dropping things.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. However they tell this story, I'm absolutely confident in them to play it amazing. Whether it's, this very heartfelt, warm coming out story, or if it's just like, okay,
Yeah, moving on.
saving the world.
It could easily be a B storyline for a show like this. I'm
Exactly.
Fine. Go for it.
It could be a 6-episode storyline. It could be a 5-minute storyline. It's going to be amazing.
Like, you don't need to spend an
Yeah.
exorbitant amount of time on it, but acknowledging it in some way that's not just
exactly.
is fine. Like,
Yeah.
please acknowledge it with actual words, please, and thank you.
Yeah, I'm all for and also, put it up there. Let's just, this is a normal thing. Deal with it. Actually, there's no deal with it. Just the way it is. Sorry. I get aggro.
Alrighty. That is the end of our super cool nerd show news. Nailed it.
There are big things. I could do some plugs. There's a brand new episode of Alternate Heads on the YouTube channel there. Nate and I got together, talked about guns not being in toys that should have guns hands, and the new Masters of the Universe line. So go check out the new Alternate Head episode. But you don't need to go over to the YouTube channel. You can go right over to supercoolnerdshow.com to check that story out. Whoever DDoS my site, I'm going to get you. Anyway.
Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to do a quick round the table. Tell everybody where we can find us. Go ahead.
All right, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Corodono Art for all things art related, Suikoden related, and Chinese gay novel related. I've fallen back into it, and we won't go into that right now. You can also find me on Twitter at chaotic_noodle, like noodles, like spaghetti noodles, for anything Final Fantasy related.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at The Good Cass.
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at JasonTheX.
And you can find all of us at supercoolnerdshow.com, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok.
What are we doing this weekend?
SCNS Live. I was about to bring that up. And this Saturday at 3 p.m.-ish, we are going to be playing Dungeons and Dragons, where we will do dungeons and have dragons.
I'm looking at you on this 3 p.m. thing.
That's
fair is what that is.
Fair. Anyways, thank you so much for joining us. We love you all very much. And as we always like to say, keep on nerding. Go watch Our Flag Means Death.